4 deadly process mistakes every rifle shooter makes, and how to fix them before they cost you matches. Rifle shooting tips, ISSF rules and drills. By Horizon Sports. Every rifle shooter has lived through this moment. You're in the middle of a series, sights aligned perfectly, heart calm, but suddenly the shot breaks off timing, your group shifts, and the 10 becomes an 8. You whisper to yourself, but I did everything right, so why did that happen? The truth is, even the most consistent shooters unknowingly repeat process-related mistakes that silently eat away at their performance. And trust me, every shooter, from beginner to Olympian, has faced these at some stage. These are process-related mistakes, not equipment faults or physical limitations. They come from skipping small technical details in the shot routine, over-reliance on memory instead of structured process, lack of mindful execution in high-pressure moments. Unlike equipment or physique issues, these creep in because the shooter's process rhythm gets disturbed, like missing a beat in music. Effects on performance. Group shifting, 1 to 2 rings left, right due to unstable NPA or rushed triggering. Stability breakdown. Hold looks steady, but the shot lands off-center. Timing issues. Overholding or early triggering. Score impact. On average, 4 to 6 points lost in a 60-shot match, enough to miss finals qualification. Important note. Minor process mistakes that seem harmless in training amplify heavily under match pressure, turning half-ring errors into 2 to 3 ring shifts. Psychological impact. Frustration builds when a perfect hold produces a poor shot. Fear of repeating the mistake leads to hesitation before release. Overthinking destroys flow and trust in one's process. Anticipatory anxiety. Shooters often fear the next mistake instead of focusing on the process. Long-term problem leads confidence drop, leading to match anxiety. Identification of the problem. Observable signs and symptoms include constant corrections in stance or head position mid-series. SCATT, Noptel traces show loops, hesitation, or last-second jerks. Frequent aborts or forced releases. Key diagnostic tip. If the error doesn't repeat in the same location on the target, then it's process-related, not equipment-related problem. The 4 common process mistakes. Inconsistent stance setup. Small changes in foot angle equals drift and instability. Poor natural point of aim, NPA. Check. Fighting the rifle instead of aligning naturally. Delayed or rushed triggering. Either forcing or freezing leads to group spread. Breaking shot outside the breathing pause. Micro body movements shift the point of impact. Extra insight. These 4 are not isolated. Fatigue, poor concentration, or competition stress make them more frequent and harder to control. Remedies and corrections. Physical fixes. Mark stance positions on floor. Consistent cheek weld and shoulder placement. Follow breathing rhythm strictly. Build endurance in static muscles, core, glutes, spinal stabilizers, so process doesn't collapse in long matches. Technical corrections. SCATT, Noptel analysis of trace timing. Dry fire routine before every session. 5-shot process rehearsal drills. Coach's role. Guided video analysis plus overlay comparisons to distinguish real process faults from equipment issues. Mental remedies. Reset cue words, trust the process. Visualization of entire routine, not just 10-ring impact. Journaling after training. Write both mistakes and successful repetitions, helps build neural reinforcement. Use distraction simulations, timer, crowd noise, to train process stability. Progressive drills and workouts. Beginner, home, mirror stance drill, dry fire with coin on barrel. Intermediate, range, 20-shot NPA drill, close eyes, align, check drift. Advanced, competition, match simulation with time limits and pressure scoring. Physical fitness. Core stability, planks, single leg balance, lower back endurance, shoulder isometrics. Mental training. Breathing box drills, inhale hold exhale hold cycles, journaling, visualization. Reset training. Abort reset rebuild. Routine whenever a process breaks mid-match. ISSF rule context. New ISSF rules on clothing flexibility, jackets, trousers, increase reliance on correct process, as stiff support is reduced. Rule 6.11.1. Emphasis on natural, individual balance without over-support. Time management, 75 seconds, shot, makes efficient process routines essential. Case. A national-level junior had excellent hold but rushed trigger release outside her breathing pause. SCATT showed the trace steady until last 0.3 seconds, where a sharp curve appeared. resulting in consistent 9.0s at 5 o'clock. By correcting her breathing plus trigger rhythm, she turned 9.0s into 10.3s within 2 weeks. One of my mentors always said, a shooter doesn't miss because of the target, they miss because they left their process behind. Every shot is like tying your shoelaces, miss one loop, and the knot won't hold. Have you faced any of these 4 mistakes in your shooting? Which one troubles you the most, and how did you fix it? Share your story in the comments. Your insight may solve another shooter's problem today. If you found this helpful, pass it on to your training partners and let's grow together as a community of precision shooters. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel Horizon Shooting Sports for more such interesting information about rifle and pistol shooting. For shooting coaching, accessories, and practical tips and tricks for shooters, feel free to contact me anytime.